And the stage is set. Second half of a back-to-back here from Hector Arena here in Pictou, Nova Scotia. Ready to get underway here. The Kraken and the Selects clashing for the second time in as many days. You're listening to High Button Sports, and we are underway. It was the Selects who won the first half of the back-to-back with a 9-0 win yesterday. And the Kraken will look to get off to a better start here as they look to get underway. Once again, you're listening to High Button Sports. Sean Crocker here from Pictou, Nova Scotia today. That one's going to be passed ahead. Works it up over center. Now over the blue line, looking to get a quick start here for the Kraken. Picked up along the side of the net. She gets knocked right down. That one's going to be passed ahead. Works it back up over center. Plays it up and couldn't handle the pass there. Delayed offside. They're going to get back onside and play that one ahead. Works it back. That one's collected here by the Selects. Working that one up, and Layla Burris will play that one in. Comes back up top. Here's Morrow. Kate Morrow takes a shot. Kicked away. Rebound in front. That one's going to be steered away, and that one comes loose. And that'll be collected here. Peyton Garnett. Looking to swing that one back around here for Anna MacArthur. Coming to yesterday's game, hit the 20-point mark. Looking to do some more damage here today. MacArthur plays that one across for Burris. Burris sending that one right on just wide. That one's collected now by the Select, and they'll get that one back. Sean Richards will play it back. Burris will give it chase. Playing that one up over center. Now over the blue line. It's 1-on-4, but MacArthur cuts to the outside and couldn't find a lane in. So MacArthur drops it off. From the side, takes a shot there, clunks off the outside of the net. Working that one up and all the way back out. Here for the Selects to collect. Playing that one ahead, finds the tape up ice. Bria Tanner opened the scoring yesterday. Firing that one in. That one comes back up to the line. Boyle being dogged here by Somerville. A shot right on. And that one's going to be steered aside. As Mara Gillespie makes an early stop there as that one's passed up there for Mills. That one's going to go all the way down. No icing. Picked up by Boyle. Carly Boyle passes that one ahead. Works it back up over center. Now over the blue line. Cuts wide there and finds the lane, but can't bust through to the net as Mila Martin will try to get that one in front. Trying to pass that one up, and that one comes all the way back. Collected by Dweron. Passed up for Haley Rose McLean, leading scorer in the league, looking to do some more damage after a hat trick yesterday. McLean can't find a way through. A good defensive stick there from Wilcox. Wilcox pokes that one up to the opposing line there, and that one comes right back. So some good defensive work from the Kraken early on. The Selects will work that one in over the line. That one comes back. McLean. That one's picked up now, works it back. Dickey works it ahead. She'll give that one chase. Here's Dickey, walks in, shoots, and that one just misses high. An early opportunity for the Kraken. Selects work that one over the blue line, trying to cut on through. They get that one right back. Here's Duguay. Sarah Duguay firing that one wide, giving a chase. Becks. Works that one in over the line, cuts to the outside, trying to bust through. MacArthur couldn't find the lane. That one's picked up here by Connolly. Connolly clunks it off the outside of the net. Comes right back around as Sean Richards battles for it. Long stretch of play here to start this one as we approach the 5-minute mark. Takes a shot off the outside of the net, pops in behind. Morrow gives that one off, working it up top, walks in. Richards takes a shot there. That one's kicked aside by Gillespie. Connolly works it out in front and found the tape of Richards, but she couldn't settle that one. So more than 5 minutes gone here in the first already, as that one's going to be passed ahead. Back in behind the net. Trying to pass that one up to the line. Comes back. MacArthur couldn't find a lane in. A little backhand there, collected by Martin. Here's Mila Martin trying to center that one. Out in front is loose, and that'll be covered up, and we'll have our first stoppage of the game. 5:40 in. A little bit of a pile up, and the Kraken take exception protecting their crease. But a quick start to this one as the Selects will look to make it 3 in a row. Face off here out to the right. And coming right back. Skates that one and takes it back into her own zone. Looking to play it ahead, it was Haley Rose McLean who had a 5-point day yesterday, 4 goals and an assist. Brooke McDonald with 3 points, 2 goals and an assist, and that was the majority of the offense. Multi-point games from Marla Martin, Carly Boyle, Lexi McIntyre, and Ashton McCaddy, so the high-flying Selects continue to stay that way as that one's picked up, sent up ice. And that one's going to be sent all the way back. Collected by Grinton. Grinton plays it ahead. Here's Chisholm, Allie Chisholm looking to center it, and that one goes wide. And that'll be covered up as it pops up on the back of the net. Referee's not going to wait around for the monkey business to unfold there. Especially on the back of the net as it sits there. You don't want all those sticks just whacking away on the back. So instead they'll opt for the face-off here out to the left of the goal. Plays it back. Up top, takes a shot, sends that one just wide as that one trickles. One's back up top. Works it back, trying to send it in front, a rebound there. That one comes free. So it's a power play here for the Selects after a too many skaters on the ice penalty. This power play's been buzzing of late, and a shot right there. Back up top, plays it across, walks in, shooting, and that's a blocker save. And she punches that one aside, and they get the puck, and that one's going to come all the way back down. So a minute gone on the power play. That one's collected now, skates that one up over the line. And picked up by the Kraken, sent down the distance. Works that one back up over center, now over the blue line. They retake the zone as Burris. Works that one back up here for Connolly. Takes a shot there off the outside of the net. Walks in, shoots, and that's a save once again. And the Kraken surviving on this penalty kill. And that will bring us back to 5-on-5 as they'll touch up here and another penalty on the way. We'll see what the call is going to be here, and it looks like it's going to be the Kraken heading off once again. So fresh off of one kill, right back to the other. So face-off here out to the right of Gillespie. So 2 minutes for hooking. That one's played across. Works it back in. Walks in, shoots, and that one hits a body and goes off the glass in behind the net. Vint will play that one back up top. Played across here for Connolly. Ainsley Connolly plays it there. Gives it back for Tanner. Connolly. Connolly with a shot, scores! Ainsley Connolly, a power play goal. And the Selects strike first. Just a little bit of a seeing eye shot through traffic. Finds its way through. And the Selects have the lead here early on. 10:41 to go here in the first. As far as those power plays and penalty kills go, can only endure so much pressure at once, and that second consecutive penalty is a bit of a bone breaker right there. But the Kraken will look to respond, of course, back to 5-on-5 and a face-off here out to the right. Works that one back. Here's Mills. Works that one right back around. Firing that one back in. Ella Grinton passes that one up. Midway through period number one. 1-0 is the score here for the Selects. Shots 8-0 in favor of the home team. It was their home opener yesterday after a 10-game road trip to start the season. Of course, having some home games at the showcase there as McLean will fire that one right on. And now it'll be gloved down. But the Selects will look to restore that 3-game winning streak that they started the season with. They started with an 8-game winning streak, was snapped the weekend prior to Thanksgiving. With the 2-0 loss to the Western Flames in Fredericton, they bounce right back, and it looks like they're back to their old selves here. Kraken have their work cut out for them. They take it down in behind the net. Comes right back, skating that one ahead. Works it back in over the line. Here's McIntyre in, scores! Lexi McIntyre adds to her totals, and it's 2-0 for the Selects. And that's what makes Lexi McIntyre so dangerous. Her ability to activate from defense. And create that sort of confusion, busting up the lane. And she makes them pay there. It's 2-0 here for the Selects. Firing that one off the boards, gets that one down low. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Sends that one in front, and that one goes rink wide. Out here to the near side as that one's passed ahead. Gets that one on the Stick here of Lauren Little. She couldn't hang on to it. Comes right back. Here's Dwaron. Dwaron cuts to the middle, drops it off, shoots, and that one's a great save there by Gillespie. So face-off here out to the right of the Kraken goal. 8:38 to go here in the period. Works that one back. Walks in, setting that one out on the far side. Sending that one right back around. Takes a shot, hits a skate in front, it's loose, and that one comes free, pokes it loose, and that one's going to come free. And right back out is the Kraken. Retain possession here. Duguay works that one over the line, and that one's going to be offside as Duguay pulled a little move, but her line mate just couldn't hold up long enough there. She's got the stop. So face off just outside the line. Try to chip it up. Cuts to the outside. Here's Haley Rose McLean, drops it there, and no one there for it. They're going to take it right back now. Kraken coming in numbers with speed. Works it in. Can't get the shot off there as she gets stifled and taken into the boards, and a little battle ensues there. As Boutlier activates in from the point. That one comes back the other way. Here come the selects. McLeod gives it right back from McDonald. Chipped up off the boards. Takes a shot there. That one's blocked. Here's Duguay. Sarah Duguay. Works that one in. Drops it off. Catherine Dickey, a battle along the boards, and that one comes free. Picked up by the selects. Morrow gets that poked off her stick there. Legier fires that off the boards, plays it up. Mills drops it back here for Somerville. Works that one up over center, now over the blue line. Works it in, shoots, and that's a great save there. A penalty on the way. Looks like that one's going to be charged to the Kraken, maybe for a hook, and that will most certainly be the call. With 6:02 remaining here in the period, and the Kraken will be shorthanded once again. Shorthanded twice already. Selects are 1 for 2 on the power play. Six minutes to go. That one's back up. McIntyre gives it back to Aaron. Drops it off, but the Kraken will get a piece of that one and send it down the distance. That one sent all the way up down the ice. A foot race, and they're going to beat out their own icing, and maybe not perhaps. It looks like that one might have been an offside. But it looks like they are going to call the icing. A little bit of a delayed call there nonetheless, but that one's going to come all the way back. 5:37 to go. Here's Dickey. Dickey with a shot there. That one gets fanned on. Battling for it here. Kraken have it in deep, killing off precious seconds off that penalty. A shorthanded chance, a shot from the point, hits a body on the way through. That one's picked up, played across. Works that one into the zone. Swung back around for Martin. Back up, Dwyer on, shot sent wide. Out on the side of the goal there, and that one's going to be covered up. Danger lurking nearby with 4:41 to go. 2-0 to score here for the Selects. 11 saves thus far for Mara Gillespie. Plays it there. Connolly couldn't hold on to it. It's right back. Picked up by Burris. Burris passed up. Finds McCaddy. McCaddy dumps it back in. Picked up by McLean. McLean trying to dangle her way out of problems there. Less than 10 seconds left on the power play. Picked up a little backhand in there. Works her way to the net, and that one's going to be stopped. And covered up with 4 seconds left on that power play. Face off here out to the right. Cuts to the middle, walks in, shoots. That one's blocked. As Burris will activate and collect. Back to 5-on-5 now. Burris drops it back for McLean. McLean walks in, shoots, and she tracks that one through the traffic. And makes the stop there as she reels it in. Face off here coming out to the left. Fires it off the boards. McLean couldn't handle it. Works it back down low. Here's McCaddy. Trying to center that one, and that one's going to be collected by Somerville. Swung back around Duguay. Tried to send that one up the wall. Richard couldn't handle it. Here's McLean. Haley Rose McLean works it down into the corner. Plays it across, walks in, shoots, and that one's blocked. Tries to find his way through McLean out in front. Little backhand, and that one will be covered up. That's shot number 17 for the Selects. Little backhand up the wall, going to be fired right back around by Anna MacArthur. Settled in behind the net, firing that one up. That one's going to go down the distance. That'll be an icing charge here to the Kraken. With 2:49 to go here in the first. It was a quick start. Kraken got a few looks off the hop. Couldn't bury one, and the Selects find themselves up 2-0 here. Face off here out to the right of the Kraken goal, and that one's won back by the Select, but a little battle here is Little. Engages Chisholm. Middle of the battle here, MacArthur. They turn that one over, trying to chip it ahead. Heidi Beck's right in the middle of a battle. MacArthur swings back to collect it. Works it up over center, now over the blue line. Tries to drop it back. Picked up by Grinton. Drops it off, comes right back up to the point, but not out as it's going to get shot right back around by Carly Boyle, and that one comes here for Chisholm to play. Chisholm fitting on that one, almost cost them the possession there. Chips that one across. Foot race for it. Boyle. Passes that one up over the blue line. Comes right back for Boyle. Fires that one up off the boards. Foot race for it now, trying to chip that one ahead. No one there for it. That one gets sent right back. Here's Garnett. Lose the handle. So we approach the last minute here in period number 1. Works that one up over the line. Here's Bria Tanner. Tanner trying to cut into the middle there. She gets boxed out, picked up by the Kraken, firing that one up off the boards. A little bit of extra help. Can't get it over the line. And the Selects will maintain possession. Works it back, sends it down low. No one there for it as that one's going to get poked ahead back up top. Fired right back off the wall by Dweron. Here's Garnett. She'll collect it here with 20 seconds left. Fires that one up and it gets out, but Dweron settles it right back down. Dweron takes the zone, passes across. McLean shoots and sends that one just wide. Back up top to the line. 5 seconds left. A nifty move from McIntyre. McIntyre's in, shoots, hits a body, goes wide, comes back out in front, but time will expire. So 2-0 is the score here as we head into the first intermission for the Selects. We're listening to High Button Sports here from Hector Arena. Opening weekend here for the Selects. We'll be right back for period number 2. And we are back and ready to roll here for period number 2. You're listening to High Button Sports here, Pictou, Nova Scotia, Hector Arena. Period number 2, it's 2-0 for the Selects. And we are ready to get underway. And the Kraken had a few quality looks in the first to try to cut down that lead. Even had a chance to score first as McLean will fire that one in. And it gets gloved down right off the hop. But the Kraken having a few golden opportunities, looking to carry some of that momentum that they were able to manufacture, winning some battles in the offensive zone, and that's going to be key here. That's something the Selects do very well, and one of the keys for the Kraken to keep that up and try to cut this lead back in half. As that one comes up to the line, fired right back in here by Connolly. Gillespie will play it in behind. Fires it up off the glass. Shot right back in, hits a stick, goes back into the corner. McLean, little backhand there. That one's fired up off the wall and all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing charge here to the Kraken early. But icing's waved off as the Selects lazed back for that one, and the Kraken will beat it out. As that one's picked up, fired right back around. Picked up in behind the net by Mason. Trying to send that one in front, back up top. Shot from the point, hits a body out in front, and Mason sharp on that one, but that one took a bit of a turn. As that one's back the other way, passed ahead now, cuts wide, walks in, shoots, steered aside, rebound, and couldn't settle that one in time. McLean will have it in behind the net. Here's Little. Skates that one up over center, now over the blue line. Passing that one up, drops it off. Comes right back, Chisholm plays it ahead now, trying to work it on through, and that one will be covered up. The danger lurking nearby, but she's going to get the stop and cover that one right up. So a bit of an out-of-town scoreboard look here as the Moncton Rockets beat the Western Wolves 3-2. The Wolves pulling within one late, but it was Maël Rodier who had the winning goal. So the Rockets closing in on the Selects, looking to keep the pace up there. Meanwhile, all sorts of games going on around the league. Of course, Langston Capitals at the Membertou S&W Center at BMO Arena just wrapping up. And the Western Flames and the Down East Stars clashing later this afternoon. But a face-off here out to the left of Gillespie. Having a little chat with the wingers. That one's won back here by the Selects. That one comes back up top. Little pass here, chips it off the boards. Ali Chisholm gets that one in deep. 2 minutes gone, trying to slap that one up, works it on through. Curls back, MacArthur out in front, and couldn't find the tape of Richards there. As she was left alone in front, but it just slid right through. As that one's passed up to the line, but not out. Gives it right back, MacArthur. That one's picked up, sent down the ice, a foot race for it here, delayed icing, but Garnett with the wheels, and she'll beat that one out. That allows the Kraken to get a line change, looking to keep the forecheck pressure up. Trying to force a turnover here, but Lexi McIntyre settles it down. Gives that one up for Chisholm. Fires it off the boards. Marshall gives that one chase. Back up top, walks in, shoots. That's a block. That one will come right back out here as the Kraken will settle it down, and they'll skate that one up to center. Try to fire that one in, but they'll get a change in nonetheless. Trying to get a shot off there, but it's going to hit the body, or at least the skate of Ella Grinton. Lauren Little will fire that one around Somerville. Looking to apply some pressure on Grinton. Takes that one in behind the net. Picked up, trying to center that one out in front and just fanned on that one, but a stick got in the lane, prevented the pass out into the slot, a dangerous area. But the Kraken are trying to exploit. Boyle passes that one up to the line. Back the other way now, a potential 2-on-1, but a Kraken getting back. Walks in, takes a shot there. Steered aside, flashing the leather. It makes the stop here with 16:10 to go in the second period. Here from Hector Arena, first two games here at home in their own home building for the Selects. A red-hot 10-1 start to the season. That one's one back, and it's going to come all the way down the ice. Picked up LeBlanc. Back up top, played across, walks in, centers it out in front there. Kick save as it comes free, and the Kraken will clean that one up, and they'll work that one up. They take it up over the blue line. They're going to take it and dump that one in as they get up over center. Firing that one around. That one's going to be collected by Burris. Trying to work that one back to the point. Picked up. Trying to work it through. No reinforcements to help her out there. McLean dashing up. Here comes McLean. Gets the puck poked off her stick. A great defensive play. The ever-dangerous McLean in the lane there. As that one comes free and chipped up. And that one gets out of the zone. Here's McIntyre. Trying to cut to the outside. Picked up on the doorstep there. Stopped by the pad, and she's going to try to hop on it there, but it comes free. Comes out to the far boards. Shot from the point redirected. Penalty on the way coming up here to the Kraken. They've killed off two already, as that's a shot right on net. Hits a body there and a rebound, and it'll get shot wide. A little bit of a quick whistle there. But nonetheless, a power play on the way here for the Selects. 1 for 3 on the day. Looking to improve with the advantage. Face off here out to the left. One back, and that one gets out of the zone. So Ella Boutlier, 2 minutes for interference as that one comes free, and they're not going to apply too much pressure here as they hang back. Wait for the play to come to them as that one's going to be picked up. Back the other way. Here comes McIntyre, dashing up. Finds Chisholm. And that one squeaks through on the wraparound. And it's 3-0, a power play goal. Not sure anyone knew that one squeaked in. But it most certainly did, and it's 3-0 for the Selects. A little bit of an unfortunate bounce there as Gillespie was tight up against the post, but it found a little bit of daylight. And it's now 3-0, Three's company. Here's Marshall. Trying to pass that one up. That one comes right back. Fired right in. Trying to wrap that one around, trying to get a little bit of deja vu going there as that one's a foot race for it, but they got the inside track here as Grinton will settle it. Grinton tries to send that one wide. Somerville comes out to it. Takes a shot right there, kicked aside. That one steered aside with 12:51 to go here in the second. Face off out to the left here. Looking to pass that one up. Works it back. Here's Richard cutting out wide. Burris. And a great defensive stick breaks that one up. Back the other way. McLean. She's got one with her. She's got McLeod. McLean shoots, and that one's blocked. A great defensive play by the Kraken to get back and stop Haley Rose McLean from getting a shot on goal. That one's passed up now. Up to center, and they'll fire that in. Passing that one up, firing it off the boards. Comes back in, little drop off there. Picked up by Ainsley Connolly. That one's kicked ahead. Little backhand off the wall. Battle for it, fires, and that one hits the back of McLean. That one gets shot right back around. Firing that one up to center, now over the blue line, and that one's going to be offside as she just couldn't get the skate back up to the line. And 11:27 to go. Faceoff will come just outside the zone. Firing that one up off the boards and down the ice. Taken down, and a penalty on the way, and it's going to be the first power play of the day for the Kraken. They've looked good on the penalty kill, and they're going to look to ramp it up here on the power play. A tripping call. That'll be against Anna MacArthur. Didn't look like much contact, but enough to take down the Kraken skater. And with the angle the referee was on, they're calling that 10 times out of 10. Tipped up off the boards. Back the other way. Here comes Richards. Sean Richards works it in over the line. Going there for it. Here's Duguay. Fires that up off the boards. Chips it back, firing that one up and down the ice. That one's going to be sent right back down as they get it back. Sent down the distance as we approach the midway mark of the game here in period number 2 as that one's picked up by Morrow. Drops it back for Boutlier. Boutlier sends that one up. That one comes back the other way. Wilcox skates that one up to the blue line, and no one out there as Boutlier will bomb that one up the ice, trying to find LeBlanc, but she couldn't handle it, and the Selects will get it right back. Fired off the glass, but it doesn't get out as it bounces off the stanchion. Back the other way. Here's Martin. Mila Martin works it in. Battling there with Bex. Here's Richard. Fires that off the boards. Dickey kicks that one here for Garnett. Garnett with a shot there, sending that one wide. Off the wall, that one comes right back. Gets that one back and fires it around. Little backhand up all the way back. Chisholm turns that one over, and that one's going to be shot right back in. Picked up in behind the net, looking to work it up now, and something that the Kraken have done a lot better today is preventing those clean breakouts that has made the Select so successful, those clean 1 or 2 pass breakouts that allow them to gain speed through the neutral zone. They've done a great job neutralizing that today. That one's picked up, sent up the wall. Shot, and that one's going to be covered up. 8:07 to go. Still 3-0 for the Selects. Plays it back, works it down. Winds up shooting, and that one's steered away by Gillespie. That one knuckled on her, but she made the stop. That one's picked up, trying to drop that one in front, and that one comes free. It's back up, McIntyre plays it across, walks in, shoots, that one's blocked, comes free. McIntyre activating and holds it, wins the battle. But the Kraken settle it down, trying to center that one in front. Spinning, shooting, sends that wide. Takes a shot there as that one comes out to the side. Walks in, shoots, and that's a blocker save as she'll punch that one away and comes out to the boards. Chisholm doesn't win the battle. That one gets dropped right into the middle there and collected and held in as she takes a shot there. Fight Francis McDonald sends it in deep. Duguay trying to send that one up the wall. That one takes a funny bounce right back to the Select. Here's Little. Picks that one up and fires it right back in. Dickey plays that one around for Duguay. Foot race and couldn't win that one. Right into the middle, picked up by the Kraken. Here's McLean trying to work it through. Sends that one up and around. Boyle. Centering pass in front, shoots, and a great save, point blank through traffic. And that one comes right back out. Here's Grinton. Swings that one up to the line, shot right on, redirected and kicked away. One's back up top, takes a shot, punched away. McLean tried to backhand one on. That one comes all the way down. A foot race for it is Grinton. We'll give it chase. That one's going to be collected now. Here's McHattie. Comes right back, a little backhand around. Burris. Works that one in, Morrow. Gabe Morrow takes that one in deep. Inside 5 minutes to go here in the second. Spinning, shooting, right on, rebound in front of backhand, and a great save. Gillespie gets across, little wraparound there, doesn't get through. A rebound is loose in the crease, and all sorts of bodies piling up, but she's got it. And with 4:44 to go, the Selects can't add another one on, pouring on the pressure. But the Kraken holding the fort. Great defensive work on that last sequence to keep them boxed out. Picked up, takes a shot, punched away. Works that one up to the line, not out. 4.5 to go. Duguay brings that one around the boards. Here's Morrow. LeBlanc takes it in behind the net, fires that off the wall. Taken back. Morrow drops it off for MacArthur. MacArthur shoots. That one stopped. A rebound. It squeaks through. And that one's going to count. And it's 4-0 Selects as that one just finds a hole and squeaks through. Right under the arm of Mara Gillespie. Just an unfortunate bounce. But the Selects pouring on pressure finally get that fourth goal. And sometimes when you're in the spot of the Kraken, you do everything right, but one just sort of finds its way through as they cut out wide. Takes a little hack at the stick there as she takes a fall. Picked up by MacArthur, takes a shot, flutters right on, and she's going to cover that one up. As it just sits there for the taking in the crease. Looks like they're going to take someone to the box here from the Kraken, so it's going to be a Selects power play. Picks it up. Here's Dweron. Works it into the middle. Back up top. Walks in. Takes a shot. And that one hits a body on the way through and goes wide. Plays it back up to the line. That one comes out as she tried to toe the line, and McIntyre couldn't control the puck to hold it in as that one gets sent right back around. Here's Duguay, and that one goes all the way back. That'll be an icing charge here to the power play. That one comes all the way back into the zone. And a face-off here out to the right. Works that one up over the blue line. Cuts to the outside. Swings that one up the wall, and that one's going to come all the way back. 1:05 to go on the power play. Picked up here by the Selects in behind their net. They'll work that one up to center. Passed ahead and getting a stick on that one was Evelyn McLeod. Giving that one back for Boyle. Boyle back up top. Plays it right back, trying to center that one. Picked up by the Kraken, sent down the ice. Up off the boards, and that one comes right back. Chipped ahead here for McCaddy. Now inside 2 minutes, battle ensues along the boards. McLean comes away with it. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Walks in, takes a shot. Blocker save, fluttering in the crease. And the Kraken will clear it, trying to get a stick on that one. They can't get it out, but they clear it from the danger temporarily. Here's Grinton. Grinton walks in, shoots, and that's a save there. And she'll track that one and reel it in with 3 seconds to go on that penalty kill. Face off here out to the right. Played across. Sent right back around. McLean can't settle it. Less than 90 seconds to go here in the second. Passed ahead. Here's McLean. Works that one up over the line. Haley Rose McLean is in. Takes a shot there. That one's going to be steered aside with 51.4 to go here in the second. Time starting to dwindle in the second frame here. The Selects have been pouring on pressure, but full props to the Kraken. Getting in shooting lanes, breaking up passes, and something we didn't see a whole lot of last night, but they've been nose to the grindstone here today. .45 seconds left. A little backhand up. Comes right back in a penalty coming here to the Kraken as they take a chop on the ankles of one of the Selects. That'll be a tripping call here with 39.2 to go. Face off here out to the right. Less than 30 seconds to go here. Brings it back up, takes a shot, punched aside. Tries to work it back down low, and time will expire here, but will they get another chance in front? That one comes loose, but they won't have enough time there to make a play. End of period number 2. It's 4-0 for the Selects. You're listening to High Button Sports. We'll be right back for period number 3. Welcome back, everybody. Period number 3, ready to get underway here. Still time on the power play for the Selects, but they lead 4-0. You're listening to High Button Sports here from Hector Arena. Opening weekend here for the Selects at home. Their first couple of games here in their home rink at Hector. Building with a classic feeling. It's been a classic weekend here for the Selects. A win last night, looking to extend that win streak back to 3 as they walk in, shoot, and that one will be steered aside. So 55 seconds left on that penalty to Lauren Little. That one's going to be picked up. Works that back in over the line. Looking to center that one. Penalty on the way. That one's going to be charged here to the Kraken. So the parade to the penalty box continues. But they can't touch up, and they get it right back on the interception. 45 seconds in, and 36 seconds will be the amount of time on a 5-on-3 here for the Selects. Picked up here. Dueron works it down low, back up top. McIntyre gives her right back, top of the zone. MacArthur drops it, takes a shot right there, and that one comes free. Chipped out in front. MacArthur couldn't get a stick on that one, and the Kraken will get that one down the ice, and that should be a successful kill on the 5-on-3, but now staring off another 5-on-4 penalty kill. Coming up right here, a big one for the Kraken, as that one's going to be picked up by McLean. Works it through the neutral zone, up over the blue line. Back in, here's MacArthur. Works it back, and that one comes free. Chipped off the glass. Here's McLean. Picked up, works it, takes a shot. Gillespie makes the save. Rebound in front, whacking away at it. And she makes the stop. And will stop the play. Face off here out to the left. Picked up the Kraken, getting a whack at that one. That one ends up out of play, so killing off a few more seconds from that penalty kill. Face off here out to the right of the Kraken net. One back by the Selects. Trying to drop it off. Burris gives it back, chips it free, out in front, loose in front there, and that one's going to be stopped. It's on the back of the net. That one pops right up as Richards will collect. Richards drops it off for Connolly. Ainsley Connolly. Works it down, sends it wide. That one comes free. Chipped up off the glass and down the distance. And 17:05 to go here in the period. That one comes all the way back for icing as time expires on the penalty kill. So back to 5-on-5 and a face-off here out to the left of the Kraken goal. Fires that one up, and that one's down the distance. And icing gets waved off there. So netminder will touch that one up as Mason got the paddle on it. And play will be blown down. Too many skaters. Ricketson will serve that one, so the Subway selects right back to the power play. Fresh off a successful kill by the Kraken on a short 5-on-3, but a 5-on-3 nonetheless. Spinning, firing that one up over the net. Here's Wilcox. Picked up, sent up ice. Here's Morrow. Morrow gives that one off for MacArthur. MacArthur walks in, shoots, blocker save. Rebound knocked down with a high stick there. And that one finds its way into the net, but waved off because of the high stick. So that will not count. That one's going to come right back out. Just outside the line here. Picked up here by McIntyre. Works that one, drops it off for McLean. Haley Rose McLean gives that one off for McIntyre. McIntyre, that one gets redirected just wide. Picked up by Morrow. Working that one up the wall. Here's Dweron. Gives that one right back. Works it into the middle. That one gets poked away. A rebound in front. And LeBlanc will get a stick on that, but doesn't quite get out over the line as Dweron will hold the fort and keep it in. Out in front, tried to go backdoor there. McLean just fanned on that one. That one's going to pop up off the outside of the net. Out in front, walks in, shoots MacArthur. Great save by Gillespie. As that one was destined to reach up top. But she gets the body in the way. That one's one back. Trying to spin it there, and that one comes free. Spinning and slapping that one as that one hits a stick. Out in front off the outside of the net, it comes free. One's picked up. Here's Little. Cuts it to the outside. Fires it off the boards. Picked up. Takes a shot. That one comes free. Now a penalty on the way. Referee's arm up. I think that one's going to go to the select here. It most certainly will. Richards gets the call on that one. So 14-15 to go. A power play for the Kraken here as they look to get on the board. Break the ice of their own. Fires that one up off the glass, and that one comes down. So a good start to the kill here for the Selects. Passes ahead. That one comes free. Richard gets that one, and that one's going to be fired right back around. Trying to collect it. It's loose in front and all over the place there. It comes free and pops just wide. Here's Duguay. Fires that one off the boards. Works that one up over the line. Comes free, a little drop pass into no man's land, trying to find Somerville on the back door. Passes up for Dickey. Dickey loses the handle on that one, and that one's going to come all the way back. Here's Bootlier. Works it in, tries to cut into the middle, and that one gets steered away as Bria Tanner couldn't keep the handle on it. Here's Somerville. Here's Dickey. Fires it up off the boards. That one comes free. Works it over the line, comes away. Spits out in front, walks in, Tanner takes a shot, and that one finds its way through, they score. So a shorthanded goal with just 15 seconds left. And Bria Tanner has her second in as many days. Working that one up, giving that one chase in. Here's McCaddy. Legier trying to move that one ahead. Here's Duguay. Trying to work that one up the wall. Inside 12 minutes to go. That one's going to be collected. Here's Duguay. Works that one up. That one comes back the other way. Here's McLean. Haley Rose McLean walks in, shoots, and that one's stopped. And will be covered up. And the faceoff coming out here to the left. Back up, here's Dweron. Back up, Dweron. Shot from the point, hits a leg there. Now one comes free. Back for McIntyre. Off the wall, McIntyre shoots, and that one spits just wide. Works it back, here's Garnett. Garnett walks in, shoots, and that one's going to be kicked away. Works it up over center, now over the blue line, drops it back for MacArthur, trying to get a shot off there, hopping on that one. And that one's going to be steered aside and stopped with 10:50 to go. She'll off to make the cover there. And the face-off here out to the right. Walks into one, takes a shot, redirected. It's right on, it's loose in the crease, and that one comes free in behind the net. Here's Somerville. Fires it up off the boards. Walks in, shoots. That one's up high. And Gillespie will make the save. Face off here out to the left. Swinging that one up and around. Up to the line, chips it up off the boards. Swings it ahead, trying to take it through Wilcox. Taking right back, Duguay. Across for Dickey. Works that one up over center. Taken back here by the selects, but Dickey battling hard to win that one back. She got that one over the blue line, not much further, as that one goes all the way down, and that'll be an icing. Charge here to the selects with 9:33 to go. It's 5-0, but a great effort today from the Kraken, especially in that defensive zone where the coverage been a lot better today. Especially in that one-on-one slot there, as that one's going to be picked up. Back the other way, trying to spin and shake her off, but that one gets taken off her stick there. Maybe trying to do a little too much there was McCaddy. That one comes right back. Thrown up ice, collected. Chisholm takes that one up over the line, inside 9 minutes. That one's picked up. McDonald, backhand across, and Bex will recollect. So Bex will skate that one ahead, up to center. Can't get it over the blue line. Selects will take it right back. Back the other way now. Here comes McDonald, and Chisholm just couldn't hold it up. That'll be an offside. As time starts to dwindle here. That one will be stopped up there. That one's played into the middle. Somerville try to get the tape on that one. That one squeaks out as Legier. Fire that one in just wide. Trying to win that battle is Little. Here's Lauren Little. Julian tries to fire that one right on. Take back the other way. Martin got that one up over the line, and McDonald couldn't find a lane to break through. Picked up over center, now over the blue line, walks in. Dickey fires that one wide. Walks in, tries to get a shot off. There comes free, kicked away. Rebound comes loose. And the Kraken can't solve Mason as Dickey fires that one off the boards. Bex, a foot race for it. Bex, Heidi Bex is in, shoots. Rebound in front and couldn't collect it. An opportunity there for the Kraken. Couldn't capitalize. Garnett will chase that one right back. Garnett battling here. Bootlier battling, loses that one there to Morrow. Kate Morrow loses that one. MacArthur tried to dance through, tried to stick handle her way out of trouble. Couldn't find a lane as that one's back up top. Plays it right back in. Walks in, shoots, clunks off the outside of the net. Comes free out in front. They score as they redirect that one in. And it's 6-0 here for the Selects. 6:12 remaining. Working that one right back in. Grinton passes that one up. Marshall fires that off the boards. Richard sending that one back in deep. Here's Boyle. Works it ahead, tries to work it back. Battling for it here. Comes away in the slot, and the Kraken will touch up. A penalty on the way. Referees having a discussion here. I think they're discussing if that's going to be 2 or 5. They got 2 on the board right now. Just convening there. They haven't confirmed the call just yet. Looks like we have a confirmation. So that's going to be a checking from behind. That's going to be 5. That's going to be it for Legier. Rather, it looks like they're going to put 2 up on the board. Maybe a 2 and a 10. Face off here out to the right. So Ricketson is going to serve that one. So it's going to be a 2 and a 10. Checking from behind. You don't see that one as often anymore. He usually gets bunched in with those boarding calls. But certainly one that you do see from time to time. And that is the call right here. So 2 and a 10. Is a possibility there. Still no confirmation from the scorekeeper. As Connolly gives that one back for Burris. And so 2 minutes for checking from behind and a game misconduct. So work that one in. Here's Burris, walks in, shoots, scores. Layla Burris makes it 7-0 here for the Selects. So 4:35 to go, and they get another power play goal, and that advantage has been on the money today. Battling here, Bootlier takes her hard to the boards. Struggling to get up there is Morrow, but that's because of a pile of bodies up over top of her. A backhand there stopped, and that one's going to be covered up with 4:09 to go here in the third period. These two teams are back in action. Rather not next weekend for the Kraken, but rather for the Selects as they take a shot right there. They play host to the Cape Breton Lynx for just the one game on the Saturday. Kraken off next weekend. Kraken aren't back in action until Sunday, November 2nd, when they'll head to Dartmouth to take on the Lindsay Surges. That one's up over the line and just offside. So a little bit of break in the schedule for the Kraken. Then they'll have a bit of a homestand for the next 4 games after that. Plays that one back, works it up to the center ice line, works it over the line. That one comes right back. 3.5 to go now. Trying to center that one in front. A rebound is loose, and that one's going to be covered up with a pile of bodies on top of Gillespie. Back up, played across. Circles it back in. Spinning, and that one's going to be kicked away. Now a penalty on the way here as it's ratcheting up the temperature here in this frigid building. And another penalty on the way to the Kraken. That's going to be 2 minutes for boarding. So 2:54 to go. Wilcox will head off. And face off here out to the right. We're racked and ready to go here, so 2:54 to go. Selects will improve to 11-1. That one's a shot from the point there. Works it down into the middle. Comes right back in. Try to cycle it down low. Works that one up ahead over the line. Takes it away. A 3-on-0. Walks in. Works it through. It slips on through. And that one's covered. A great stick save as the paddle gets down on the goal line. A little bit of choice words being exchanged down there by the goal. Face off here out to the left of the Kraken net. Tried to get that one up over center. That one comes away. That one's passed up Grinton. Chips that one up off the boards, down the ice. And Grinton will collect. She had a Kraken bearing down on her. Fires that off the boards. Marshall. Inside 90 seconds to go. McLean trying to work it through Grinton. Walks in, shoots, and that one's going to be covered up. 1:13 remaining. A lot of stoppages in this last stretch as we slowly crawl towards the finish line here. MacArthur on the doorstep, they score. There's another one here for the Selects. With 1:04 to go. That's another power play goal. So the power play's been on fire today. And we approach the last minute here. Battle ensues as McLean will try to play that one ahead, tries to play it across there. Tries to come right back. Up top, and Connolly fired that one wide, and that one's going to get swung around. Chips that one up off the glass. Trying to skate that one ahead down the ice. Here's Richard trying to walk in, and that one's going to be steered away. Here's Somerville. Fires it off the boards. Here's Duguay. Winds up. Takes a shot. That's a blocker save. Big shot there from the point. Down to 15 seconds. Picked up by McLean. She'll skate that one through the middle. McLean walks in. Backhand scores. Down the ice with 5 seconds to go. And they net another one. It's 9-0. Same score as last night. A little bit of a different story today. 5 seconds to go, and they'll drop the puck to make it a formality here. A little bit of a late start of the clock there, but that one comes up, and that will do it. And the Northern Subway Selects will take this one by a score of 9-0. The same score as last night, but a much different story today as the Kraken held their own, and a little bit of a burst here in the third period vaults the Selects to a 9-0 victory. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. You're listening to High Button Sports here from Hector Arena. Selects are back in action next weekend as they host the Cape Breton Lynx right back here at Hector. Thanks for tuning in with us. We'll be with you every step of the way here. You're listening to High Button Sports once again, signing off.